Howdy folks, Kirk and Jay here with Kirk, Untitled Plastering. Today we want to go over substrates. They're like this garage here. And I get asked this quite a bit by folks who are doing a garage, whether or not they're doing it themselves or they want us to cover it. They'll say, Kirk, do I have to take off all the wood siding and attach plywood to it for a shear strength, shear value, or just to update it? And the answer is no. Say like this, for example. Now this garage is 80 years old. It no longer will benefit from paint. Is it the end of the world? Not really, because it's got about 20 coats of paint on it. Yes, it has seen better days, but we've gone over, in all the years I've been plastering, T111, whether or not it's vertical or horizontal, we've gone over shiplap siding. They have a single ship, double ship, and a triple ship, which is, that's really tough to go over because it's weird wood. This horizontal siding right here is 5/8 of an inch thick. Now, here's what I tell folks, and you folks, this is pretty decent advice. If you have wood rot, then replace it, because if you cover rot, it's sort of like cancer. It just continues to grow. So as long as you don't have any wood rot, you're good. Peeling paint and beat up wood, that's okay. We can cover it, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. So to answer that question, should I strip it off and put plywood? Not really. I know some folks might watch and say, well, if it were me, I would do that. We'll get into that a little later, because not everybody can afford it, and often it doesn't do much benefit for the amount of work required. This 5/8 beats 1/2 inch all the time. All right, guys, I don't want to get too far off topic of what shears you can use, what substrates, and but I'll show you this. Say right now, Jason and I ran out this 2-ply paper. That's a moisture barrier to protect this wood here. And you guys do this, mark it, get a level, get something, and just mark your studs. That way you're in the stud, because 7/8 of the leg of the staple or the nail has to be into the stud. Now, this is 2 inches here, because it's built with true 2x4s. What's a true 2x4, guys? That means in the olden days, when they said a 2x4, it measured 2 inches by 4 inches. Today, you get a 2x4, it measures 1.5 inches by 3.5 inches. It's not true. So you got this much room to work on. And my brother Lou, he's already got all these pieces of wire cut out. So we're going to roll these wires out, and yeah, that makes a difference which side you go on. This is 17 gauge wire. You can use 17 gauge wire or 18 gauge. So we're just going to roll that out. We got about a half hour, and we're going to go ahead and stucco this. Maybe when we get to that stage, we'll show you some techniques on applying. And we're not sure yet what system we're going to use. This is a pretty odd texture there. That's a dash finish, and then you take a sponge or whatever and make the lines in it. We worked on this about 20 years ago. Now the actual homeowner, she says, Kirk, do whatever finish you want on there. But they have a skip trowel. I said, well, you tell me. You want a skip trowel, or do you want this side? She says, go in between. So I'm not sure what finish we're going to do, but that's another, I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right, guys, let's show you a couple more things here. You get your 2 layers of paper up. You attach your wire, then you caulk all your perimeters. Why? Because the rain hits this, and if you don't caulk this, the stucco could separate. Rain goes in back of this, goes in back of the paper. It defeats the whole purpose. So caulk your perimeter. Here's something. We do a lot of work for contractors. I say, you lath it, we'll plaster it. So I tell them, don't over staple it, guys. Okay, this is 24-inch centers because it's an old house. And all you want to do is every 6 inches, guys. Every 6 inches. What happens if you staple the crap out of it? Well, for us, it makes it too flat. And if we're too flat, then, I mean, we're gonna same day scratch and brown this. If it's too flat, our mud can't go in here and key well. I want the mud behind the wire and on top of it. I want wire dead center. And I come often where guys, they think, well, gee, I'm going to put more staples because that's going to make it stronger. Guys, that doesn't make it stronger. That makes it so that the stucco doesn't embed very well. So every 6 inches, guys, these are actually marked too. But that's another story. You see how easy that is. The last thing I want to cover is, I get a lot of people right now who are saying, hey Kirk, we're attaching cement board. It's like, where's all that coming from? So many people call and say, we're doing cement board. We want to do 2 layers of paper, and rather than the wire, we want to put a cement board. Guys, do you know how heavy cement board is? It's 4 by 6 sheets. It's like 50 pounds a sheet. Time you lift it up, you put it in here. Right here with the gun, we're not compromising the inside of the garage, but try to put cement board on. You've got to nail that stuff because you're going through cement, or screw it, and it really is heavy. It tweaks you out. I don't advise that. So many people are asking me about it. They're saying, Kirk, we don't know how to plaster, so we're going to do the cement board. But here's a thing, guys. You put the cement board on. Now you have all these joints because they're 4 by 6 sheets. So they're not 4 by 8. Otherwise, nobody could lift them like sheetrock. So when you have the 4 by 6 sheets, now you got to mud all your joints. Otherwise, you get hairline cracking. Kind of like this. Okay. We got 1 layer of wire here, 1 layer of wire in here. And then we put the other one dead center. Now, yeah, I'm a foot here and a foot here. That's okay because it adds for the strength. Is it necessary? No, but why do I need to cut 1.5 feet off of here? I'm not saving much dough. I'd rather give them the benefit of the extra wire. And for us, I like how thick it is here. We're going to put 1 inch of stucco on it, but I like the extra fur. That way it hangs. It's kind of cold today, so if it hangs well, it'll dry well. That way we can do the finish coat. We'll probably show you the finish coat when we get to that point. Okay guys, I'll show you a little bit of detail too. Now Jay, I was playing around with my truck. I got some issues. I'm always working on that thing. Jay spread this out in an hour, and that's almost both coats. What I'm doing here is I thought, I don't want you to have all the fun. Let me at least get a little bit of workout, get some oxygen. What we're using is the cement. You got a lot of cements, guys. You got the stuff you buy at Home Depot, Rapid Set, which has everything in the bag. All you do is add clean water, and you can do both coats in a day. Or Rapid Set also makes Eisenwall, which we prefer doing. We put our own sand in it. We buy the bags, 100-pound bags, 94 pounds technically, and then we add our own sand. So that's a better mix for us. And we usually go 3 parts sand to 1 part cement plaster. And for our scratch brown coats, which I'm doing right now, we use about the same. Can you use 2 parts sand to 4 parts sand? Sure you can. But as a rule, we generally go about 3. If I'm doing ceilings, I might go 2 because I want it stickier so that gravity doesn't pull it down. Anyway, guys, fella told me you should have a warning on your videos that say we make it look a lot easier than it is. Well, for the guys who called me and said, hey, I'm gonna put cement board, it don't take us but 2 hours to do both coats on something like this. It would take a lot longer to attach cement board. You'd screw up the inside walls. They're heavy, you tweak your body out. Plus, it's nowhere near a good a system as this one right here. Last thing, we decided we're going to match the house that we're at right now, because when you're in the backyard there, it looks like part of this property here. Anyway, when we're done, we'll show you the final product. All right, guys, we decided on a dash finish, kind of a blend in the best of both worlds. Now, you folks watching might ask the question or think to yourself, how long before you can do that? Well, if you look at it and you say, Kirk's the best, you don't have to wait too long. You don't have to wait until the next day to shoot this with a dash or to spray it on. You can do it almost immediately, guys, or when the stucco is set. Now, that takes some practice to know when the stucco is set. Now, there's a dash brush and some mud. You know, on the lines of should you re-shear a house with plywood? You don't have to do it, guys. You don't have to if the stuff you have to work with is already pretty good. And keep in mind, not everybody can afford to change the current substrate to a plywood just because some folks can. In fact, my wife and I, we go for walks in the evening, and we're walking by the library, and I notice a lot of homeless people in front of the library. Go over and, hey Kirk, spare a few bucks? And of course, man, I always think, man, I've been there. That's, I mean, not homeless, but poor. You see that, it makes you wonder why people spend a lot of dough doing things that's not necessary. Well, again, a lot of people might watch this and go, well, I would have spent the money to put new plywood, but you don't have to, and again, a lot of people can't afford it in the first place. So keep what you got. It's a lot cheaper, and sometimes, like in this case, it's a lot better. Anyhow, my name is Kirk, Jason on the camera. We thank you folks for watching, and as usual, live long and plaster.
By the way, folks, my dad and I are now members of Amazon affiliates, so if you're looking to buy any of the plastering or construction tools you've seen in our videos and you want to support us in the process, you can check the links below our video, or you can go to our website and get them there. If you have any other questions for tools we don't have linked, email us direct and we'll respond to you then.
Once again, folks, we thank you for watching, and I really enjoy all your comments.
If you guys like this video, please click the like button down below, and also if you enjoy what we do, subscribe to our channel so we can keep making these videos for you.
My name is Kirk.
And Jay.
We thank you for watching, and from the entire Giordano family, we'll see you on the next one.